your mercy that has pulled me in. Won't walk away, won't give me up. I know your grace has forgiven much. You call me yours, how can it be in or again? Hey, welcome back. My name is Nikki. Welcome back to vlog 3 in the wellness series. Yes, glowing up, leveling up, just improving health in arenas of life. So, I have an unexpected day to myself. I was about to go out, but I'm not going to be doing that anymore, which means I have a day at home, which is really exciting because one of the things that I wanted to do was a refined myself day, and I guess it coincides with a sort of self-care day, looking after myself. I've been so busy with work recently that like my own self-care I haven't really prioritized, which means that this place is a tip, and also just in my body I need to look after myself as well. So the plan for today is to declutter this room. I am changing my fashion up significantly, and I have the confidence to do so, and it's amazing because it's been 1 week of this sort of this journey, this wellness, this health journey. However, I think lots of things have mentally shifted for me already, and it's weird because it's like, obviously decluttering my room, is that gonna heal childhood trauma? No. A week of just relaxing has helped me, and praying honestly has helped me be more confident in who I am. And I've always, not always, but recently for quite a long time now, I felt really bugged by my fashion because it just hasn't reflected me, but I simultaneously didn't have the confidence to wear things that reflected me because I was scared that people were going to look at me and think like I was weird or something. But it's honest. I want to be honest. So we're going to do a major decluttering so that we can make space for new things. I plan on washing my hair today. And honestly, with those two things, I think that'll take up the majority of the day. I'm speaking with a friend tonight as well, and I'm going to listen to a sermon, whack on some praise music as I am decluttering. That's the plan. That's the vibe. I just have so much stuff that like is overflowing. Like these clothes are overflowing, and they're not even clothes that I like, so it's like I need to absolutely declutter them. It's just annoying to have like so much space taken up by fashion that you don't even like. I don't even like half the clothes and they're taking up space. Also in my wardrobe you'll see I do a sort of KonMari method, but yeah, I just want to go through them. Again, I don't like half this stuff, like it just needs to get sorted. I recently came back from somewhere, we'll talk about that later, but as you can see, there's just an overflowing suitcase over there. There's loads of papers that need to be decluttered and organized over here. Desk is pretty messy, the bookshelf is messy, and then over here, this is pretty messy too. And then in the corner of my room, I've just got more clothes over here in this basket thing. They're not dirty clothes, they're just not put away. It's just so bad. It's not. This does not spark joy, so we are donating it. Let's go. Bless me.
But there are times in my Christian faith when I felt like I've just messed it up. Like there's times when I feel really good, like I'm Mr. Spirituality. You ever have those moments like, yes, nailed it today. Read my Bible. Someone got angry at me, but I was just loving and gracious back to them. Like I'm full of patience and kindness and goodness and faithfulness.
Literally.
And all of the fruit of the Spirit is just blossoming.
We're at a point where, you know that point in tidying where you make things worse before they're better. But I have organized some stuff into piles, which are like more winter clothing, which are taking up space, which I don't need now because, like, I don't know if y'all can tell, it's boiling. It's a hot day, so we're gonna go put that in. There's some cupboards in the corridor that we have. I'm gonna use that instead because I need to clear some room. I don't like feeling cluttered. You know when people are like about to publish, but then they do like a preview book or whatever? Not preview. You know what I mean? Like a teaser chapter, I guess. So I read that like initially, like the introduction, and that was really good. But then I only just downloaded the full thing, so I haven't read like past that.
Okay, I shall have a little look into that because I do have Audible. I pay for it. I haven't really used it.
Do you know what? Same. And then it was like, you have. So yeah, what else was I gonna say? I was gonna tell you something. I can't remember. Oh no.
It'll come back to you.
It'll come back. Just completely disappeared, that one.
But I think what you should watch, if I haven't mentioned it before, is Avatar: Last Airbender. Gosh, it's just so good.
This is so good.
Like, I've
Because I'm like, okay, I might think it's kind of weird, but I'm like, but I never know who's gonna get something out of it, you know.
Yeah, true. Even if it's you, even if it's just you.
Well, that too.
Yeah. I don't think it will be. I think a lot of people love to hear people talk about it. It's why we like tune into people talking about it.
It's true.
Like, yeah, I think it'll be good. Yeah.
That was my mindset. I was like, I mean, I love nosing around to other people, so I was like, maybe people will enjoy this as well.
Yeah, I think it's true. You can stand in the confidence of Jesus because he has anointed you, I believe.
Amen. Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, how cool would it be if I record this whole month and then like I record, or like I capture like a, I don't know, like a memory on camera, do you know what I mean? Like a remembering things on camera and stuff.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I think it's something to like commemorate for yourself.
Hello. As I have been decluttering, and I've been decluttering for a while now, I've had some thoughts. I've had some thoughts about how decluttering is like healing, or I guess, yeah, how decluttering is like healing. So, as you can see, I am thoroughly decluttering my room, and for me that means sort of pulling every single thing out, going through every single thing and doing a really deep clean. Where it was available, so I just like... And we all know there's a difference between a deep clean and, ooh, I'm gonna go on somewhere else that I didn't even think I was gonna go to. But we all know there's a difference between a really deep, thorough clean, where we're excavating a building or a room or a house, versus like a quick, we're gonna spritz the surface, right? If you spritz the surface, it is what it is, you know. It gets the job done quickly and it gets it looking good. It might get the place looking good for guests coming around. It might just be good enough for you to just do your work without having to think about it, like, you know, I've just quickly cleared all the books to the side and now I can work at my desk. Do you see what I mean? I've put all the clothes on my chair so I can get into my bed, and then I've put them on my bed so I can get into my chair in the morning, right? That's a quick spritz kind of clean. And it does what it does, but it's not thorough, is it? And doesn't really accomplish what you want it to accomplish, which is like cleanliness and organization. Now compare that to what I'm doing right now, which is a deep excavation. It takes way longer. I don't know if anyone's ever done the KonMari method before, but the KonMari, is that what it's called? The Marie Kondo method, or it's called the KonMari method. You literally have to take out every single thing in your house by category, documents, clothes, etc. Go, does this spark joy? And then get rid of them one by one. It takes days, like it takes a long time, but that yields far better results because you've actually tackled the root of the issue. The root of the issue is usually that you just don't have somewhere for each thing, so you're just putting, so things very quickly get messy again, right? So you haven't tackled the root of the issue. When it comes to our mental health, how many of us are not tackling the root of the issue? How many of us are just doing the quick spritz so things look good on the outside? How many of us have things where we go, oh, I'll get to that later, and the later becomes next month, then it becomes next year, then it becomes a decade later, and you still actually haven't addressed the childhood trauma, the loss, the pain, the grief, the anger, like whatever it is that's still festering there. You haven't taken the time because you've just done a quick spritz. Oh, I haven't had a complete breakdown, so it's fine, I'll keep overworking. Oh, you know, there's a bit of tension with my partner, but like I don't want to rock the boat too much because I'm scared of what I'll find, so we'll just keep things as they are. Oh, I haven't had that conversation, that tricky conversation with a colleague, but it's okay because I don't want to cause any trouble, and so we're just going to keep it going. We'll do a quick spritz fix. How many times do we do that with our mental health? How many times can you feel like something niggling in the back of your mind going, this doesn't feel right? Even our physical health, like you've got a pain, but because it doesn't completely stop you from doing what you want to do, you just keep going, like it's fine. My friend said that to me earlier. He was like, I have a really bad habit of just ignoring like physical pain unless it's physically stopping me from doing what I want to do. And you know, it's our ego. We feel like we are Superman or Superwoman. We feel like it's fine, nothing can stop me. But when we do a quick spritz fix, we haven't looked at the root of the issue. And so the issue comes back. The room gets messy again. Your mind gets cluttered again. The spiritual problems you have are going to return because you're not happy and you haven't found your life's purpose. You haven't found purpose. You haven't found joy. You haven't found actual peace. You found happiness. And there's a difference between happiness and peace, between happiness and joy, between superficial happiness that fluctuates depending on a situation and deep-rooted joy that I always say and I believe is found in Christ. You know, there's a difference. There's always a difference. And it's like, I think some of us are put off by doing the excavation because it takes time. I've been doing this all day and I am maybe halfway done, if that. But the results it yields are worth it. And also I do understand that, like, obviously you can't be deeply excavating every single time, but I do think once you deeply excavate, the great thing is you don't have to do it every single time. I don't have to do a whole clean like this every week because I've, you know, gotten to the root. Something else that we might need to think about is like the method in which we do it. So for example, my method of cleaning has always been getting everything out and going through it one by one. I know that's not for everyone. Some people like to do one little section at a time so that the whole place doesn't look really messy. Like I said earlier, sometimes it looks worse before it gets better, right? That stage of tidying. But I prefer that method because you can really see everything you're working with. And I think that's why we're so scared to like dig into our childhood traumas sometimes. We don't want to see what we're working with. We want to compartmentalize everything and go, oh, we'll deal with this here and we'll deal with this there. Fair enough, that might work for you in your particular circumstance, I don't know. But it feels a little bit like once you open a box, other boxes get opened and it can feel really, really overwhelming. But I do think in the long term it's worth it. Like, look at everything. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Look at everything, because I'm just realizing like what I've done over the years is I've dealt with problems as they have arisen without ever thinking, why did that arise? Let's look at everything. And to look at everything honestly feels like a lot. As much as I've said, this is a month, I mean, this is a month for rest, but I am also working. Mental health excavation is work, and it could be so easy for me to just shove some clothes into the cupboard and shut the cupboard drawer and then not have to think about them, instead of going through every single part and like folding them carefully and thinking about what I want to donate and then thinking about how I want to fold it and do I want to keep this here and blah 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 blah, and is this summer or is this winter? Like, is a lot. It'll be so easy for me to make this place look presentable and tidy. I've done it in the past, you know, but like, what is the chaos beneath? And yes, this is metaphorical? What is the chaos beneath? And can we start looking at that? And it doesn't have to be super, super, super overwhelming. It doesn't have to be letting everything out, but like, can we start looking at things? Let's start looking at things. Let's start pulling them out, you know. Let's look at everything that we have, and then let's tap. So we've sorted this drawer now, which is exciting. This drawer here is like a problem. I'm thinking of transforming it into an electronics drawer, which will be very helpful. It'll also help declutter this corner over here, because over there is my electronics folder, but I'm trying to clear this entire like corner by the bed. Ooh. So I might just move these. So my mirror broke, which is so sad. Like, it dropped onto the floor and it's shattered. Blessedly, we thank God, it shattered, kind of, it cracked within the frame, so glass didn't go everywhere, so that was really good. And yeah, no risk of injury or anything. But now I'm stuck with this question of like, how do I get rid of it? Because I can't just put it outside. I have to take it to the dump, and I'm figuring the best way to get it out of my room. I think I'm gonna wrap it around in, my friend suggested like tape. I was thinking bubble wrap, maybe both. Just tape that round, make sure it's secure, and then we're gonna have to take that to the dump. But obviously that's gonna be for another day. But here it is, if you would like to see. So you can see what I mean, like it's cracked, but it's like, it's just within the frame. If I lift it, see, that's quite dangerous, but yeah. So it's just been here sort of gathering dust. Gotta sort that out and get a new mirror as well.